I don't know how you feel about this, but there are these locations close to my home that I find myself going to over and over. And usually it's a combination of two reasons. One, it's practical because I can get there quickly if I see the potential for an incredible sunrise or sunset. And the other is that I love trying to go back to a location time and time again to get the right photo that I've been looking for quite some time. And after 3 years, I was finally able to do that over the past few weeks. There's a location very close to my home right here in downtown Providence that I think is the best view in the whole city. And during this time of year, it's probably the perfect time to go to get a vibrant, beautiful sunset. So after a few visits, I was able to get to that area at the right place at the right time. Okay, after an attempt of coming to this location to get an incredible sunset, I think this is going to be the night. Oh, this looks very good. The clouds are starting to light up. I could see I was done putting my kids to sleep, and I could see the sun was starting to appear below these clouds, and there's just a big gap of nothing but clear sky on the horizon. And so in a matter of, I'd say about 15 minutes, this is gonna look really incredible. It's a location I've been wanting to come back to photograph this time of year when the sun sets directly behind the city skyline. It's been about 3 years since I've captured it when the sun's in this position. It's great to try again at locations that you really like, especially those that are close to home. And now it seems like we're gonna get something really worthwhile. It's awesome. So I decided to change my lens here. I had my 17 to 28 on, but I really like the composition of the wide shot at about 28. So I figured I'd jump to the 28 to 200 that I have. So if I want to zoom in on like the Superman building, which looks really cool on its own right now, I have that focal length range to do it, but I'm probably gonna just hang out right here with this wider scene. And if I need or feel like I want a little more space, depending on how intense the sky is, then I can always just kind of do a pano, like 4 shots to just give myself a little more room. So a piece of advice that I have kind of absorbed over the years is that even when you think the best shot is gonna happen 5 to 10 minutes from now, don't take the moment that you're in for granted, because I suspect that there might be a low cloud. Yeah, I think I can see one beyond these buildings that might be actually blocking the sun from doing its thing after sunset itself. So the clouds look nice right now, good color in them. It looks very ominous. I think I used that word earlier. So I'm gonna just get a few shots here of this scene. Make sure everything looks good and in focus. Oh, these clouds are getting snuffed out. The color's fading every moment. And I'm glad I got here when I did, because I was able to get a few shots before potentially the sunset that was to be is not. Oh, it's so tough coming here. I mean, that was really exciting, if that's it. But that's another thing. I think every landscape photography vlog I've ever seen gives the advice of get to your location 30 minutes early. Part of that is the setup, figure out your composition, but another reason is that the best light sometimes is the light that happens right when you are arrived at a location, not 30 minutes after, which I think may be the case here. But the shape of these clouds looks really cool too. Oh, yeah, let's keep clicking away, see what we can get. Oh man, oh, so close to being just what are those? I don't really know how to describe them other than making that sound when the sky just lights up so intensely, but that was not the case here. But we'll take what I did get and we'll take a look at it together and see what I can make. I think it's going to be one of the cooler photos that I've had from this location, though, so that's really great. Well, all in all, that was about as good as I could hope for on a scale of 1 to 10. If I was to rate it, I would say that was probably about a 7.5 out of 10. Really amazing for a short period of time. Fortunate that I was able to get there and be there at the right time. And I ended up already going through and editing a few of the photos, and I have 2 of them right here. And of the photos, these are the 2 that I kind of was the happiest with for different reasons. And because of that, I'm going to do something here with these 2 photos and blend the 2 exposures together for a few different reasons. First reason is the shutter speed on the photo on the right is what I prefer, because as you can see, these ripples that are in the water are much more vivid and detailed than they are over here, because this is a slightly longer exposure, and because it's a slightly longer exposure, the water is a little bit blurred out, whereas in this photo it's a little bit sharper. You can see the waves, and I think it helps kind of lead your eye up to the buildings and of course the vibrant sunset. However, that's what I like about the photo on the right. The photo on the left, if you zoom in on it, I really like the sky. I think it looks more ominous and it looks smoother, which I actually think is a good thing. Whereas with this image, I just felt like the sky doesn't look quite as interesting. So what I ended up doing was I ended up taking these 2 photos and I ended up opening them in Photoshop. And what you want to do is you want to right click and you want to edit in Photoshop and open as a smart object in Photoshop. That way you're able to play with these a little bit more and move them around. So now in Photoshop I've got these 2 tabs, and those are the 2 different photos. And I'm going to copy this and bring it over into Photoshop. And so now the 2 layers are on top of each other. So if I blind this one, it goes to the photo that's below. So I have the image with my preferred sky on top. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to add a mask to it. And with my brush for the water, I'm going to brush out the water that is here. And I can do that at 100% opacity just because the images are in the exact same position with the exact same focal length. The only difference is the settings for the shot. So that masks out the water on the layer above and reveals the water below, which has that detail that I like, but preserves the sky in this image. When I reviewed these a little more, what I like about this other photo, the layer that is below, is I like this section here of the sky. So what I can do with a softer brush, like 50% opacity, is I can just brush that sky in. So now I've got what I think is the best of these 2 photos, and they were taken back to back with slightly different settings. And this corner here, this light coming through behind these clouds when they separated, I think that actually makes for good balance on the right and left hand side of the image. So overall, I really like this. Your eye comes up through the water, you see the buildings, and then you see both of these characteristics of this really interesting sunset on the right side and the left hand side of the photo. Time and time again, it's a place that I really enjoy going to. I will certainly go there again, definitely during this time of year when the sun is setting directly behind those buildings. It's a great place to go to, close to home. I always think if you're trying to get better and just get out as often as possible as a landscape photographer, getting to places that are close to your house is a great way to learn and find places that you enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and when I'm out again, which will be soon, I'll see you then.